This is just a very brief intro into a new playlist which I'll call Rob's Recce's. Why have I called it that? Well, my name is Rob, I've hit 52 and I suffer from brain farts and a lack of imagination. So there you go, dramatic voice. Rob's Recce's. This will be a series of vids where I recce out races so you know what to expect ahead of time. The first in the series will be North Downs Way 50, checkpoint 6 to the finish. Why have I started at the finish, not the start? Here's the vid. Right, I'm here at checkpoint 6 of the North Downs Way 50 run. I'm going to recce all checkpoints and the whole route over the course of the next couple of months, so that I've got an idea of what to expect. There's a constant flow of traffic. It's quite a small car park, checkpoint 6, and there is a constant flow of traffic and people coming through here. So if they're closing this off, that would surprise me actually. Maybe this isn't the exact checkpoint, maybe it's somewhere nearby. I'm just going by what I've picked up off the route that's posted on the website. So checkpoint 6, ideally I should have started from the finish at Knock Holt and worked my way back, because this is going to be an out and back. So I should have started there, worked my way back, and then ran from checkpoint 6 to the finish while I was still a bit tired from running. The idea being that I really want to try and match as far as possible the conditions that I'm going to be meeting when I'm actually doing the run. And at this point I will have done 43 miles so I can't match that exactly. Maybe in a later run when I do half the course, we'll see. So I'll sign off for now and I'll get going. Again, I'm sure this will be signposted. This is what I'm doing this recce run now. At least one of them. Fox lane. Navigator wasn't clear on the dash cam. When you get to this point, hang on right. So we're going down that way. And there is a path that leads through just there. I'm going to go through this bit here. Actually, just that bit there. Here I am at the finish at Knockholt Pound, which if I switch the camera around to the front, we've got the hut there. I couldn't tell you exactly where the finish line is going to be. I imagine probably just there. The cut off for checkpoint 6 to finish is 1 hour and 50, and I completed this in 1 hour and 40, which isn't great to be honest. The reason being that this is the final leg of the journey. Now today I've just run one leg. I've literally just run checkpoint 6 to the finish. If that's taken me 1 hour and 40 now and I've only got 1 hour and 50, when I'm going to be knackered after 40 odd miles, what that tells me is I'm not yet fit enough. So I need to work on that. I can't see the splits at the moment because I'm still recording on Strava, but I will break those down later when I get home and put together a summary video. So it's 3 o'clock and I need to get back to the car before it's dark, so I'm going to start off running again now. I mentioned earlier about Recce runs and how this is one, and I thought I'd say a bit about what I actually get out of them, why I do them really. So as I've said earlier, I'm training for the North Down Way 50, which is 20th of May and is just under 4 months away. And I've run the checkpoint 6 to Knockholt Pound, which is the finish line. So what am I gaining out of this? Firstly, you won't notice it because I've taken it off now because I'm on the return route, but you might have noticed on the way out I had a body cam on. That's to record the entire route so that I can replay that, analyse it, make sure that I know this part of the route exactly from memory. Now Centurion are very good at marking out their routes. I've run one of their races, I've crewed a couple of them, and it's very difficult to get lost, but I want to make absolutely certain that there's no chance in hell that I'm ever going to get lost. Another thing is terrain. So I know which bits now on this section are going to be difficult, which bits I'm going to need to get my sticks out for, which bits I'm going to need to allow extra time for, and that'll all help when I finally come around to working out what my estimated timings are, and that'll be quite an important part of the training plan, is working out where I am, how far I've got left on various different segments, and if I'm falling behind, what I can do to recover that time. And finally, it gives me an idea. Now, as I said previously, it's always best to try to train in the environment and the terrain that you're going to be running the actual races in. Now, the terrain is going to exactly match because I'm running the route. The environment, I'm running this in January, where I'm dealing with different challenges. So I'll be running along and it'll be mud 1 second and it'll be ice the next. And your feet don't have much time to adapt to that. So you can see here, I've walked through grass, now if I turn around, it's all ice. All from that small amount of area. Whereas in May, hopefully, it's going to be quite nice weather. Not too nice, I don't want it to be boiling hot. Nobody likes running in the heat. But that's just a basic overview of why I do these recces and what I gain from them. So, looking over my splits, and they were actually not as bad as I thought. Mile 1 was 16 minutes. I must have started Strava and then stood around talking bollocks for a while. Mile 4 was 18 minutes, and during that mile I got chatting to a local who voluntarily keeps paths open. Great guy, we need more like him. For the rest of the run, pretty good 10 to 12 minutes per mile for the most part on the way out, 12 to 14 on the way back when it is uphill. It does give an indication of margins though. To complete this in 13 hours, you need to average around 14 minutes 40 seconds per mile over 50 miles. But you can't aim for margins. You need to build up time in the bank for when you're going to be moving slower, like on Box Hill. Recce, that will be upcoming in the next month or so, so we're going to see how hard that really hits. That's me for another week. As a mate of mine would say, when you're miling, you're smiling.